Hey everyone, PTL here. So I want to give a little update to my 2023 plans. Changing a little bit already. I had mentioned doing pictured rocks up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And after I created that video, I remembered that OSAT, John from Michigan, and I'll put a link to his channel down below. His channel is jldr.com, D-O-T-com, C-O-M. But I'll put that link. He goes by, his channel name now is A Little of This, A Little of That. John does some hiking videos, a little camping, backpacking, does a lot of biking now. So you can watch his channel and find out more about John. Again, I'll put a link down in the description. But I remembered that John was in Michigan when I was thinking about my drive up to the Upper Peninsula. And I thought maybe after my hike, we could hook up and do a hike together. So I contacted John. So it ends up John won't be around on my way back. And he suggested maybe I could come before the hike to meet him and do a overnight hike. So I was trying to work that out, you know, get a tight plan, leave, drive 10 hours, maybe camp overnight, then do a hike with him, stay another night, and then go up that day to the peninsula to be ready to hike with the other group the next day. My wife suggested, why don't you leave a little earlier? John told me that my wife's a wise woman, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave a little early, drive the 10 hours. John actually invited me to stay with him. So I'm going to stay at his place the night before. We are going to, the next day, go for a hike, you know, do 7 or 8 miles, camp overnight, do another 7 or 8 miles out. He's going to have me stay with him again that night. And then the next day, I can do the 6-hour drive up to Lake Superior, find a place to stay that night, and then in the morning meet up with the other group. So really looking forward to meeting OSAT again. The story with John is John and I were both going to do the Appalachian Trail, planning on leaving sometime in March in 2020. Both of us canceled our trip in March. John never went in 2020. When Georgia opened up later in May, I decided to fly down to Georgia and see what I could do, and ended up able to do my through hike in 2020. John actually went out to the trail in 2021. So my wife and I drove all the way down to Georgia specifically to catch John. You know, met other hikers. We did a little camping on the way down, went to Max Patch. Probably caught 40 hikers the day we met John. It was about his second day in at Cooper's Gap. So I'm going to put a little insert here with the interview from 2021 down at Cooper's Gap in Georgia. Hey everyone, PTL here. Look who I caught on the AT at Cooper Gap in Georgia. It's OSAT. Ah, it's a pleasure to meet you. How you doing?
Great. Yeah, a little.
I just had it in my...
Had my ups and downs there on the first 3 days.
Yeah.
Boy, I'll tell you, the first 3 days are rough.
Right.
I mean, you get to the tent, you get to your campsite, and you just don't want to do anything. You don't even want to cook supper. I haven't even hardly been hungry.
Yep.
Those first 3 days, I finally forced myself to eat some last night, and I'm going to force myself to eat some here for sure.
It'll kick in.
Yeah.
You know, just give it time. You're ready. You're ready for this.
I appreciate it. Well,
God bless you all the way to Katahdin. Caught John about 1:30. We had been there already from late morning. And it was such a pleasure to catch him in Georgia. And again, we provided lunch that day, caught him again the next day for breakfast. And we've stayed in touch through our YouTube channels. And now we have an opportunity to do a 2-day hike, an overnight 2-day hike up in Michigan. So I'm really looking forward to it. Please check out John's channel and give him a little encouragement. So have a great night, everyone. Looking forward to my upcoming trips. Got the net coming up very soon. Praise the Lord.